strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
That is right. I did it. That's number 5. Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
Between my tits, like, but when it's coming out of a hoodie, it kind of kinks weird, and just like, because it's coming out like the neck up here, it makes this weird like kink in it like this.
Okay.
So I started putting it around the hoodie.
Yeah. Outside of the
flex
hoodie.
it. I don't really actually wear it. Like when I go into stores, I fucking tuck it. But the first 3 days, I was wearing it around town. Like,
I mean,
walking into Starbucks, like, yo, dollar at me, dog. Of course, you don't have your chains on ice, so I had to bring
no, you gotta
the fresh ice.
You gotta pick up the slack. Okay,
Then I was looking up real jewelry, and like Cuban link chains are like $20,000, and I was like, I'm cool with my dollar at me chain.
you can get stuff that's like, you know, reasonably priced.
Nah, I want like ridiculous rapper jewelry. Like I want this, but for real, like diamond it out. Like how much do you think this setup, but a real gold chain and this size piece, gold and diamonds? It's gotta be like 25, 30K.
The chain alone is gonna be like 15 grand, like if not more.
Nah, it's not that thick.
Still though, no. Like, have you ever seen the itty bitty fucking like braid chains that they have that are like just solid gold? Those are like 11 grand, and that one's not like much material, but like with the spacing and everything, like you could probably knock.
I was looking at nice gold ropes for like 5K.
Yeah, like
and I was wondering like what the piece would cost though. Like,
it's like
this all diamond. Like if this was real gold and actually all diamond out,
that
and then
would
like
be like
green emeralds instead of green plastic.
$100 something thousand.
Nah, you think?
Yeah, easily.
Nah.
100,000 for
I'll
like
talk
just
them down.
Well, that's
I
what
got a 20K budget. What can you make it look like? Can I just drain my savings account? This fucking bling.
I got one paycheck from the fucking unemployment office. What can you guys do for me?
I don't even have that. I got 4 food stamps.
I got
2 postage.
You gotta haggle with them though, because they like haggling. Like
I literally, it was like an impulse buy, and I spent way too much money on it. So
I mean, like, there's nothing.
What
wrong
did you
with
spend on the jewelry? Where did you get your bling?
Oh, all from the boardwalk
In AC.
In AC, yeah, but it's like the same exact.
This is real. This is like gold plated, dog. This is nice little cubic zirconiums.
Well, I mean, like,
it's probably so fake. Like,
I
could not believe how much he was asking. But like, it was some fucking nice Indian lady. Her rent in the mall is probably $5,000 a month. So I was just like, whatever.
Who cares? They're laundering money.
Who, her?
Yeah, like no, like husband or whatever. He's probably.
Nah.
Are you kidding me? All right, so it's like some nice Indian lady, like she's the front or whatever. She's got some like shady husband or brother or like fucking nephew or something
That comes
like
in and buys like 10 chains a week for like $1,000.
So
they really cost $5.
He's got a fucking scam where he's like doing that fucking like cell phone shit, like, you know, calling a bunch of people up and like getting.
I thought you
old
meant
people.
ripping them off the wall in the Verizon store and running out.
That too, possibly. It was like in like India, New Delhi. There's
Yeah,
like this place.
I know, fucking old Delhi.
Fucking
Wawa, bring back the real cold cuts. Bring back the old Delhi.
Super Wawa sucks.
It's not that super.
It's not. I mean, it's just that.
It's more like plus.
It's unleaded.
It's pretty regular.
Yeah, nobody even buys their fucking premium gasoline except douchebags from Philly.
We have to buy it for the Beamer because it requires it because it's a 4-cylinder but it's got a turbo, so it's like it gets 24 miles to the gallon but it's still fast.
I actually was gonna say, yeah, like the Beamer's like one where that's an exception.
It's anything with the turbo requires premium, or it's not even premium anymore. It's
whatever
super or plus or something.
Yeah,
they switched it around, dude. Because if you order like, let me get premium, they give you fucking 91. Like, it's like weird.
They offer like 5 different varieties of fucking gasoline at like the gas stations in Louisiana, just because like so many people are filling up like airboats and shit, like 2-strokes and
got,
shit.
like fucking ethanol and shit.
There's like 35 or something, like it's like kerosene basically, but I think it's for like fan boats. Like I forget what it's for, but yeah, I'm really, my brain is sputtering. I smoked some of that fucking green crack. I smoked a blunt of it.
Smoke some of that crack.
Yeah, I smoked crack.
My brain's sputtering too.
I'm going into surgery tomorrow.
Hit the chore boy before I came over. Just fucking geek the fuck up right now.
Yeah, break out the fucking light bulb. At least I got shit to do.
Yeah, I had a point 3 topics ago, but now I forgot.
Now you know how it feels being me when I'm editing these. I mean, They've actually been really fun to edit lately. Like the one with Mark was like a lot of fun to edit, but then like the last two, I was really worried about the last one. Like I was having like a fucking meltdown because I thought that like it was gonna be bad. And it ended up like better than I expected, but like it just wasn't funny when I was looking at it. And I'm like, this is just like really aggressive.
None of them are funny.
Yeah, like,
Just like what's different about this?
I looked it up today. It's got like 68 views. And I'm like, what the fuck? 68 people fucking watching this shit. It's probably like 40 of them.
I
don't
wonder
know.
what, and how long is the average like how long they watch?
I don't know. I don't like that. I can. You want me to look it up right now?
And we talked about it before.
Yeah,
Can you see that statistic per video, or is that like a channel wide average?
There's like some statistics that they give you per here. I'll just like pull it up because like it's not like
I've never really posted much on YouTube. I've posted a few like random things over the last 15 years, but nothing that ever got views. I never looked at any statistics or anything.
I have so many YouTube channels over the years. Like I don't even know what's. Yeah, all right, so there you go. So, like...
382 more views than usual in the last month. That's pretty cool.
Oh, they're all bots. It's all the CIA.
Who cares?
These kids are losing...
44 more hours watched in the last month than usual. Dude, thanks. Our numbers are still, like... We've gained 5 subs.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can see, like, the fucking average watch time, like...
like I said, it gives you some information, but then it doesn't give you others. But then if you go to specific videos, it'll give you specific info. What?
Your audience, 100% male.
Oh, yeah, I did. Wait, were you there when I like sent
That
you?
can't be right though, because my mom subscribes.
Well, it was
and my aunt watches too.
There was like one where it was like the geography of like what it is. It's like our demographic is male, ages 35 to 44 years old, completely male. 49% of which are from the United States. But then there was like one that I sent to Lee where it was like 50% of our fucking viewership is like the United States, but then like 12 and 14% is like the Netherlands and Australia. And I was like, Camille doesn't even like watch our shit. Like,
is he? I thought he was in Poland.
No, he's in the Netherlands. He's Dutch.
He's from Poland.
He's from Poland.
Gotcha.
He's in the
Sorry,
Netherlands.
Fuck him.
I was trying
He was
to.
mean to me once. Now I don't like him anymore.
I don't like him anymore.
Hear my feelings because he was right.
I'm going Dutch on you.
Maybe he's depressed because he's dumb. That's scarily accurate. Fuck you, Camille.
Takes one to know one.
I don't understand the world. It makes me sad.
Oh man, I was having one of those like shower thoughts today. Like I'm just like mad in general because I have to go to this fucking surgery. But like I've been having like shower intrusive, not like anything bad, just like argument. You know, like Soder talks about it. He's like arguments with yourself in the shower where you're just like you're in there, you're by yourself, and it's just like a quiet white noise. So you just have like a mental like fucking circus going on. I'm like going through like everybody that's wronged me in the like it's like my birthday.
Dude, that's my rough one.
It's my birthday. What was I doing last year? It's like I had a fiance, or I was about to have a fiance. I was like shit was going well for me. I mean, not that
It's
shit's
rough
going.
when you compare like where was I last year, and you're like this person's dead. I don't talk to this person anymore.
Yeah.
I got nothing going for me now.
Well, I was gonna
It's
say
that rose-colored glasses bullshit we were talking about last week.
Well, I was gonna say it's like I was having that like thought, and I'm just like I'm mad. But then like the more I think about it, I get like I have a small business that I own. I'm doing my own thing. I'm getting my eye fixed, even though I'm being a pussy about it.
That's scary, man. You're not being a pussy.
But like.
I was nervous for blood work. This morning.
We were. It's something like kind of resonated from last week. Was we were talking about like hitting our stride. Like, yeah, you know what? Like that actually. Like we were right. Like that. It's kind of like hard to like actualize shit. But like when because we're in it, it's like you have the temptation of like we were talking about nostalgia. You have the temptation of like being like, oh, I missed the past. I really like the past, or like I have like this comfort in the past or whatever. And that's like fine. But like being like in the present right now is like, we're like carving it out for ourselves and like we're in it. So like we don't see like kind of where we're going or where we're coming from. We're just like in it and we're like doing our own things and it sucks and like, shit like gets heavy sometimes. But like when we're in it, we're in it. But like I don't even I saw me fucking completely sputter.
You did before, and I wanted to make fun of you, but I didn't want to ruin your thought because you were like, and I was sitting here, I was going, it's just like I gotta stop talking over Joe. I'm ruining the podcast. I'm pulling a Bert every episode.
No,
I let him talk.
No, I fucking for real. I completely lost my train of thought on that. But no, like the last week we were talking about the nostalgia thing, and I really I wanted to carry that through to this week. I forget what we were talking about that sprungboard me back into that.
Being mad in the shower.
But yeah, like
about everyone that's wrong with you.
I was like,
where was I this time last year?
So yeah, a year ago, I was at this place. I was like getting ready to be a fucking stepdad, and now this year, I'm free as a
You're
fucking
just rudderless,
bird.
kind of like.
No, not even like I'm free as a fucking bird. I'm just angry that like I have this like major jam up coming up, and that kind of helped me contextualize it a little bit today. So like I'm in a good place. I just now that I'm like 7 hours away from it. It's
what time's it start?
I have to be there. Like I have to get up at 3 and leave.
Yeah, what time's that procedure? Like what time's check-in?
There's no check-in. I just kind of show up there. They said like show up at like 4 and.
Damn, it's early.
I mean, I arrive at 4:45 or whatever, but yeah.
They probably start you at like 6.
Yeah, like I think what they're gonna do is strip me naked,
surgery.
shave me down, and like fucking probably like shave my eyebrow off or something like that.
Oh, I was like strip you naked and shave you down. Like, are they going in through your penis?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. How do you get surgery done?
It's the only option for me. When's the tube going, Doc? Like, dude, we're operating on your shoulder. Need the tube.
Need the catheter.
I only came here for the dick tube, brother.
I'm gonna request like a bedpan, just dump in recovery.
Bro, speaking of shitting the bed, quick aside, my kid took a giant shit that looked like a bowl of soup when I opened the fucking diaper this morning.
Nice.
And then I was like, Tino, look at this. And I look back and he's fountain peeing in the air into the bowl of soup, and it causes the diaper to overflow out of the sides all over the bed. Like, I know you're not supposed to change on the bed, but like sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, I'll do it here real quick. It was shit pee all over the bed. We had to change the sheets, flip the mattress. Turns out you can't flip our mattress because it's like a soft top or whatever. The bottom isn't mattress. It's just like flat.
That's awesome.
So I was like, looks like we're laying in fucking pea soup.
Your kid's
Pee,
GG
pee,
out.
poo, poo.
Your kid's GG out.
Bro. Oh. He gets me all the time where it's like as soon as that cold air hits his fucking dongle, he just starts fucking peeing everywhere. It's just like, God damn. It always, because you have the outfit tucked under him, then I'm good. I just smoked a little bit of fucking pot before I got here. It wasn't crack. I was kidding, guys.
No, I
don't smoke crack all the time, dude. Only like every now and then on occasions.
Blow a few lines on Flag Day. What do you want from me? I love
Salute
that.
the flag, cocksucker.
That's from F is for Family. I watched that. I started watching that.
The Vic guy?
Yeah, the Vic. He's like, yeah, I gave up everything, except I smoke a little bit of grass and blow a few stripes on Flag Day. It's such a good line.
He's like one of the best characters in that show, dude.
The guy, Sam Rockwell, is really funny. I was watching Galaxy Quest today with my dad because it was like my birthday. We got Mac and Mancos and watched a movie. And we watched Galaxy Quest. He's in that movie. He's like the guy that's like in Star Trek, like the extra number 4 or whatever that always like dies, and that's like his character. I don't know. It was funny.
He reminded me of Matthew McConaughey in the F is for Family.
Yeah, that character.
I almost wanted to say, was it Matthew McConaughey? Because I know like Vince Vaughn was on the show.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn was the pilot guy, but
Sam Rockwell's the one who did
Sam
Vic.
Rockwell's Vic. Yeah,
I think I only got to like season 4.
There's only 5 seasons, so
yeah, I think I didn't finish it. I know I didn't finish it. I think I watched like season 4 ep 1, and I just like kind of like there's so much shows to watch and stuff nowadays.
There's podcasts,
yeah, I really don't watch much as far as like movies and shows. I was trying to watch a movie every night, but I can't stay up till fucking 2 a.m. every night. So it's like,
yeah.
I've been trying to watch Gotti on fucking. It's like Travolta's Gotti. I was texting you about. I've been trying to watch it for the last 3 nights, but I ended up falling asleep after watching like 10 minutes. Like, it's a good movie. I'm just so tired that like.
So how far into it are you?
Maybe 30 minutes, but I'm actually like kind of liking it.
See, you're the like 3rd person that's told me that you actually like that's like an underrated movie, and I just never had the opportunity to see it. Is it on something right now? Like,
it's on Amazon Prime, free with subscription, so you don't even have to rent it if you got Prime. But it's gotten like I've seen so many people shit on it, being like it was dog shit, it was dog shit, it was dog shit, and like the opening scene where he does like a little monologue as Gotti with like gray hair, so it's supposed to be like so it's supposed to I'm fucking stuttering too now.
I mean, it
was supposed to be like I guess like an older Gotti, like when he was in his late 40s or something before he went to jail, and like it was so bad. I was like, this is gonna be fucking horrible. And then like 10 minutes in, like it's just like, all right, like I feel like they filmed that monologue in the very beginning before he hit his stride with the accent and the character.
Yeah.
But then, like, as it's in, it's like, oh, he's like kind of nailing this now. Like, he's actually not too. Like, I'm kind of getting into this. So I don't know.
Is there supposed to be like a drastic time shift in there?
I think it's just Gotti's life. I don't.
But like between like when you said like he started getting the accent and like where he started.
So the monologue, he was probably late 40s, early 50s. In the opening scene, he's like standing next to the water in New York, and you can see the skyline and stuff. And then it goes to like when he's probably in his late 20s, early 30s. So he's got like no gray hair.
I was gonna say it was like a stylistic thing. You think like he did up or down the accent or something
Maybe.
like that, just because he's like.
But no, it was just not right.
Okay.
It sounded like kind of wonky.
Okay.
But maybe I don't know. Maybe. Because I haven't seen, but I actually, he does, it jumps back and forth. So you do see him older in jail, and he's like nailing the accent then too. So I just think it was like a bad take that they used or something. Like it was just like, or he was just, because in The Sopranos, Gandolfini in the first season, his accent's kind of weird. And then when you get to like the later seasons, he's like fucking dialed in.
Yeah.
But like the pilot episode, you're like, this guy doesn't even sound the same. Like
Everything up until like someone pointed out up until the last scene when they're at like the barbecue, his voice is like completely different. It's not Tony. And then like at the bar, I guess like
it is, but it's just like it's
off.
Yeah.
like slightly off. I actually pointed a little flub to my dad today. That we were watching the movie Galaxy Quest, and I think it's like a PG movie or like a PG-13 movie or something like that. And I know that it's like with the MPAA, you can get away with one F-bomb in a PG-13 movie, but you can't in a PG movie. You can say like
so weird. Like you get one F-bomb, use it wisely.
yeah, it's such a.
What's the benefit to being PG-13? You can have younger people come, like more of a demo,
more marketability. Yeah. So like this was like before just dump it on Netflix when there's no ticket taker. Like kids can just watch whatever the fuck they want. Like, but in Galaxy Quest, there's like a part where Sigourney Weaver runs up and she clearly says, "Oh fuck," and like really, "Oh fuck," like you could see her.
They just dub it,
and they ADR. So she says, "Oh crap," or like whatever.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, wait a minute, Jake, go back, and he like rewound it, and it was like, look, like they made her say "oh fart" or whatever, but like she says "oh fuck," and he's like, holy shit, how'd you notice it? I was like, I just noticed shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
You notice it on like when they do like Comedy Central have like The Hangover on, and they do that like, oh fart, like it's not even like a word that makes sense there, but they have to make the first letter of the word the same, so they're like, oh fart, like for fuckers, like stupid, like
they did that
son of a bulldog.
Die Hard 2, there's this scene where Bruce Willis is getting shot at, and he says like fuck shit fuck, like it's just like cussing up a storm, and like in the TV edit it's just like a whole bunch of like blank, and he's like son of a donkey, like slay or something. It's like
you can actually say bitch on TV,
like,
which is a weird one.
So there was like a thing, some comedian has a bit about it. I think it's Norman or someone like that, where you can't say midget on television or whatever, but it's like
bitch.
But you can say like something like, so you can't say scumbag because that's in reference to a condom, but you can call someone scummy.
Scumbag means condom.
In the context of like what the FCC considers like the literal meaning of scumbag, yeah, that's what it is. Like I've always just considered it to be like a dirty person, but like
I just thought I never thought it was like a cum bag. I thought it was literally just like a scummy like literally just like a piece of shit person.
I mean that's from what I understand. Like that's what it is.
That's
so, like,
weird.
The
I'm never gonna look at the term scumbag the same again. I'm just gonna picture a fucking used rubber on like the side of a fucking park or something. Like you see that at Caldwell Park as a kid, and you'd be like, ugh. That's the real scumbag.
Coney Island white snakes.
Free popsicles. They're all melted. These ones are sour.
Why is it salty? This chewing gum is nasty. Remember that
chewing gum's way better than popsicles or whatever.
Milk balloons.
Chewing gum. Just fucking y'all rubbery, dude.
Calamari is back, bro.
Oh, dude, that's gnarly.
Yeah, isn't that great? Nice mental image of that.
So that reminds me of a story of Public Works. I was not there for this, but it was I won't even say names. It was this one guy who he's from around here or whatever. I'll tell you later. And they used to call tampons beach whistles. And
is there a reason for that, or
just like a
Funny name.
I don't know why. If it was for funny or if it was like over the radio, they'd be like, "Hey, I found some beach whistles." Yeah.
Slide whistle.
And this kid said, so he picks one up and he goes fucking. He's like, "Why doesn't my beach whistle work?" And he's putting fucking tampon applicators in his mouth and being like, yeah. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Shout out to OCPW. That's good times.
I mean, like, that's good on him. Did he catch anything from it? Or?
No, I think he's fine.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It's kind of awkward now because him and his brother don't fuck with me. So it's just like, I don't know. Before, I feel like I would have said his name. Like, hey, I was cool with him. But, like, because I'm cool with his enemies now, like, he don't. And there was some drama on the book years ago. It's good times. That's all water under the fridge to me, dude. I fuck with you guys. If someone's listening to this that you know who you're talking about, fucking, there's no beef, man. I'm cool with everyone, man. I don't want to fucking.
Cool with everybody.
I don't want to have drama with some fucking people.
Listen
that
to the
fought,
podcast,
that
subscribe.
Fought like 10 years ago. Like, I'm cool with
podcast.
both parties. I'm fucking neutral, man. I don't even remember what that argument was about. That's the funny thing.
I don't remember.
I think it was something to do with our other buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. Like, I don't remember either. I just remember when you were telling, like, I remember that shit going down. I'm at work and I'm like, great, I'm going to have to go get, like,
So
I'm
awkward,
right
dude.
in the middle of both parties. I'm physically in the
Literally in the
middle of,
halfway
like,
point.
I'm
Meet
like,
me at a neutral ground.
it's
Joe's
like,
front yard.
I was going to say, like, this is going to end up going down on my lawn. Like, where I have to call, like, Westy and, like, Shep or somebody over here to, like, fucking fork you guys apart and, like, get everybody out of here and then explain to I don't know.
It was so dumb. And then I saw him once, the one kid, and I thought he looked similar to our other friend. And I thought it was fucking our other friend. And I was like, hey, what's up, man? And then I realized it was the kid that does not like me. And it was he like shook my hand. And he was just looking at me like I had 3 heads. And I was like, oh, hey. Like,
Wait, I'm forgetting who the third person is now.
it's their cousin.
Oh, JW?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw him.
So, like, they work together and they look similar.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm sitting in the work truck with Johnny and they're both walking out and I went up to
The wrong one.
KY instead of JW. And I was like, hey, what's up, man? And I was, while I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm, like, waiting for him to just, like, drill me in the head, dude. I got like already committed to it, so I was just like, I don't know if we like actually shook hands or if I just said what's up or something. But then I like looked over at Johnny and I was like, I thought that was J Dub, not KY. Like that's fucking awkward. But he was cool about it. Like it's like like he probably fucking hates me and that's fine. But like I don't have any beef with anyone, honestly. Like I'm fucking any old drama. Like I really don't fucking care. Like I don't. And then I have those, I really commiserate with you with those shower thoughts, though, because you have those days where you're like, and not even them, just other things, other people that like fucking burned you for money or something. You're just like, man, this fucking asshole, I loaned him $40 for cigarettes and you never paid me back. Like,
just some like little thought that
there's
like
this old guy that really happened from Public Works. He asked for $20 for cigs and I gave him 40. Went out of my way, went to the ATM. I'm only making $300 a week at this time, and fucking he was like, yeah, I'll pay you on payday. Like, we got paid that Friday or something, and he ducked me every payday for the rest of the fucking season. And then he fucking died of a stroke, so fuck him. Joke's on you, loser.
Brought that $40 with him to the grave.
Yeah, cocksucker, dude. It's the little shit like that makes me so annoyed. Like, you're just so, like, just tell me you don't have it. Like, I'm sorry, man, I can't pay you back. All right, but I know you're working every day, just like me. I know what your check is. I know you got fucking $20.
Yeah.
I even was like, just give me 20. Like, I know you just wanted 20. I gave you 40 because I was being nice, but like, just give me the 20 back. And he's like, our car broke down, and I was just like, dude, this fucking crackhead. He had like no teeth. Like, he just totally fucking.
I love the excuse.
Smoked 20 and got cigs. Like,
I love the excuse. There's this one homeless guy. I have like
R.I.P. Gary.
Gary.
I forget what his last name was. Gary. Fuck, I'm gonna fucking ask my Public Works buddies. What the fuck was Gary's last name? He shit himself on the boardwalk once too. Yeah. And then there was some teacher that worked with us that got fired for drinking on the job at Oakcrest.
Sounds like a good teacher.
And he yelled at me because I was making fun of Gary for shitting his pants. And he went into teacher mode. He's like, hey, that's bullying. And I was like, fuck you, Pat. Go have another beer, you fucking fat piece of shit. Fuck you. And he could have ripped my head off because he was wrestling state champion like 10 times. Like, he was a Division I wrestler. He's a bad dude. Badass dude. But he fucking went after me saying like, hey, you can't say that to him. That's bullying. And I was just like, dude, go fuck yourself. Like, you're not the fucking boss of me. Like, go fuck
What are you going to put me in detention, you fat idiot?
You're going to fucking pin me? Like, I'll fucking suck your dick. Like,
okay.
Yeah, he was rough. He was a real cool dude, but he was one of those guys where like he was definitely still hitting the bottle, and I was still drinking too. Or no, that was the year I got sober. Right. So like I could like see it, and I'm like super hungover, but
yeah,
this dude was like bringing fucking Gatorade bottles that were the color of Captain Morgan and just like chugging them in the fucking locker room.
I didn't realize that there was a piss colored Gatorade.
Like, he would just sweat and smell like fucking booze all day. And I've been that guy.
Yeah.
Because I've had full-time guys at the city come up to me in years prior and be like, do you drink before work? And I'm like, no, but I got fucking hammered last night. I drank like 42 beers, and they're like, you reek of beer. Like, you sure you weren't drinking before work? I'm like, dude, I wasn't fucking drinking at 3 a.m.
I had 2 drinks.
I literally had 2 beers when I came in. I used to do that.
It's the way
Like, you wake up
the road
hungover as
buffs.
fuck, you have an open beer and one left in the warm 12-pack on the ground, you're like, my job sucks. Dude, I could have a couple beers before work. I'm not like that drunk. Let me go drive a 12,000-pound trash truck around. Try not to run over every children.
Holy shit. Yo, like three topics ago, we were talking about homeless guys. There was this one homeless...
We were?
Yeah. Well, sort of.
I don't remember that.
There's this one homeless guy that, like, I was talking about the bum in Raleigh that didn't like me. There was this bum in Raleigh that really liked me, but he really, like, even more so liked my friend Austin. He was like a regular at he would take the bus to go into downtown Raleigh, and then like the housing project was like up the cut from where the pizzeria was, so it was like big street corner, one direction's downtown, the other direction's the projects. We're right at that street corner, so me and my buddy Austin are working there, and this old black guy, he's got like a fucking cane, like, 75, 80 years old, fucking beat the shit, like, back like a question mark.
Damn, dude.
Every day just fucking comes in.
It's a long life.
And like I never really have any rapport with him for a while, but like Austin seems to know him. He's like, oh yeah, that's so and so. Like he's a good guy. He's like, but like I'm doing something else. I'm in the back. I never have like face to face interaction with this guy, but I know of him coming in for like maybe 3 weeks. So the first time I ever wait on this guy, it's just me in there by myself, and he gets off the bus. And it's like him and like 3 other people. They all get off the bus. They all come in there. I address the 3 other people first. I get all their slices working. They're all rung up. They're ready to go. I just have to turn and burn their pizza into like boxes and sell it. So this guy, it's like, all right, hey, thanks for the wait. What can I get for you? Man, what kind of wings you got flying back there? And I'm like, what the fuck did I thought someone was fucking with me. And like, I never paid attention to him because I was never the one charged with like waiting on him. So like, I just knew he was like the guy that rides the bus.
Fucking guy.
But apparently, like Austin was real tight with him. He's like, yeah, it's like crazy so-and-so. He lives up the block. He's a nice guy. But like, yeah, he's like, dude, he just comes in like
he lives up the block, or I thought he was homeless.
He was like transient, like
fucking a tent up the street.
No, like like guys that like live like in the project, but they're like not like they
couch surfing and shit. Like
I
stay at my aunt's sometimes, and sometimes stay at my cousin Tom's.
Whoever lets them cook up on their couch, pretty much like that day.
I give him a rock. Let me stay for a week.
Yeah, shit like that. So like he would like go up to the projects, but like he was like a nice enough guy. He wasn't like going up there to score. He just probably had like a shitty like living situation up there. So he'd come in and get food, but like he'd scrounge together his money or whatever. He'd come in like, oh, what kind of pizza you got in there today? It's like,
and that's why you're poor, because you fucking buy takeout when you're poor.
Premium takeout. We were like, our wings were like $15 for 8 of them. Our slices were the cheapest slice we had was $3. It was big, but like it was still fucking expensive.
I know people that are struggling very badly for money, and every time I go there. This is like in particular, and every time I go over their house, there's like so many takeout containers, and I'm like, y'all are ordering DoorDash and shit, and you can't make your rent, and like Go to fucking ShopRite, get like the cheapest on sale chicken you can find. You get a bag of rice for $4 fucking. Like, there's ways to eat so cheap if you're not fucking lazy. Like, groceries are expensive as shit, but takeout, every time we get Chinese now, we don't even get that much, $50. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every time these people are getting pizza or fucking DoorDash, that's $20, $30 easy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I've had multiple friends be like complaining about money, but they're ordering DoorDash and like getting tattoos. And it's just like, you're fucking retarded. Like, your priorities are out of fucking whack. Like, you're complaining about money, but you drive a luxury vehicle. It's just like get a fucking Honda Civic. Like, know your fucking wage. Act your fucking like.
Yeah.
Like you have to live within your means to be able to like climb out of your current hole. Like, and it's not even like, I don't know. People like to be like, oh, it's impossible to get ahead in this fucking.
No, it's not.
Just
it's
like
it's
you
really
really
fucking,
have to
really
like.
fucking not. And
it's harder.
That. Yeah, it's
harder than it was
hard.
for previous generations. You can't just go fucking work a 9 to 5 fucking doing some dumb shit. Like, but before you could buy a house being like a cashier, but like it's not a thing now.
That logic is so fucking flawed though, because you were never like, and I don't care what kind of fucking shit people say, and like I really do stand by this. Working a 9 to 5 at McDonald's, CVS, being like a fucking grocery bagger, that was meant for teenagers and old people. These are not jobs that you were meant to base a career off of. Ever. The fact there was managerial positions in those stores that you would have upward mobility if you needed to, but like for the most part, those were just like egghead accounting majors that just needed something to do, so they get hired by corporate and sent there. Like, you're not really like becoming a bagger to work your way up to store manager, not even cashier, like branch or like, you know, corporate district. It like would take so fucking long. If you just went to like community college, got a degree, and then applied to corporate headquarters, they would place you somewhere and you'd get that job faster than you trying to like work your way. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, so
I don't think college is the end all be all.
No, I don't.
Like,
I don't.
Someone that's trying to.
I don't either. But what I'm saying is that those jobs are engineered for children and old people. They're not meant to base a career off of, and it is stupid to think that that job is going to springboard you into more opportunity in-house. You should use a job like a 9 to 5 to supplement what you're doing presently. Use that to cover your bases, and then everything
Work
else
on your own goals.
Exactly. Like find some way to diversify your time and invest and make like every extra cent you have. Don't just go out and spend frivolously. Don't make a car payment. Don't make like don't get a tattoo. Like, I have tattoos. I have a fucking car. But like at the same
dumb shit. Like, I mean, I'm not saying like,
same. Yeah, but like
it's a once in a while thing. It's like people do this type of thing. Like, they'll go to the mall fucking 4 times a week and like drop $50 to $100 every time.
I go to the supermarket 4 days a week and I spend less than $30 every time I'm there, and it's like I'm getting stuff that's A, on sale, B, it's like I can make more than just one meal out of it, and C, I
don't want to talk about how much I spend at the supermarket every week. It's disgusting.
I'm oversimplifying it. Like, some days it's like $150, but like some days it's like $2.
I go about maybe once or twice a week, but every time I go, it's at least $200. But I get like a week's worth of food. You know what I mean? So it's like $200 to $300, but it's like
you also have a baby and a
girl.
Chick that
you could say wife. I refer to her as my wife. Like, it's basically like we have a house, a fucking kid, a fucking
dog,
yard, car,
whole 9 yards.
Yeah, bank account together, like the whole fucking 9. It's big. Yeah. She's my wife without the fucking ring.
Yeah,
Shout out to Tina.
But still, like, you know, like $200 for like a family, like a 3-family household, like, that's completely reasonable. Like, but you're not going out there and spending frivolously. You're not going out there and spending like $65.
It's mainly like meat, milk, eggs, and then it's like a few, like, I'll get 1 pack of Oreos, and you know, it's like a few treats.
That's like a reasonable indulgence, though. Yeah. You're not spending that $200 on a meal or 2 meals. Like, that's like a week's worth of meal.
I do that too.
I mean, I do too.
Not that much on a meal, but like anytime we get takeout, it's like at least $60 to $70 with like a tip. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I remember like 10 years ago, I would always not want to, like, we would get takeout, like, because we'd be drinking. It's like, oh, let's get delivery. We'd order deliveries from, like, it was called like Sopranos at the time. Now it's
something else. It's got a real Dago name now. Something with a C.
I forget. I can't even think of it. They have other locations too. It's Panzini's. Yeah. We used to get like delivery, and I would always be like, "Oh, this is too expensive." But it was like $10 a person. Like, Now takeout for 2 people is like $30 a person. It's fucking like
I'm so stingy. I don't get takeout. Like I've never.
ridiculous,
I don't get takeout. I've never gotten takeout.
I get takeout like twice a week.
The only time I've ever gotten takeout was when whatever that place was in Tuckahoe's, that pizzeria, the guy's daughter used to deliver, and I found that out. And I was ordering there like 3 times a fucking week because she would show up at my front door and she had a fucking great rack.
Oh Jesus Christ!
That's the only. What
was that place called? Fucking.
I want to say it's like Panera. Some of the. Yeah.
Was that one Panzini's? Am I thinking? I think so.
I don't fucking remember.
This is unimportant.
I know, really. It really.
Now it's like an antique store or like a yarn store or something.
What the fuck is going on in Tuckahoe? We should have one of those places.
They should have nice things in Tuckahoe. Like I was like, that little stretch is like such prime. Like
it's ridiculous. Like, we should buy the coffee bank or like the bank thing and like fucking turn that into like a venue. So, like still, like it was one of those things where like I was thinking about the exact same thing. I went down to Corbin City, the place right across from the L, like that place. I was like, that's a pretty good. We could open up a little bodega.
That was like that place used to have people in it every now and then. It was like a
party.
crafts thing or a party.
It was it's like birthday party, kind of what they're doing. I think it might be the people that have the place. That's the old barber shop and pizza place in Tuckahoe. I think that might be their place. But it's like they used to do birthday parties, but like birthday parties.
Barbershop and pizza place at the antique store and the yarn store.
Yeah, the yarn store. But it's like I think that is what
they do, like events though or something.
They used to be like for like kids, but they do like old people birthday parties and shit too. Because like you'd see all the Atlantic Care fucking vans over there once in a while. I think they were like special needs. Something.
I wonder what the rent is on that little freaky flop shop on the bend.
I don't know. It's probably some bodies fucking behind.
It's a dump,
dude. It's probably like I'm curious what that place because you remember when there was a paintball store?
No,
dude, there was a paintball store for like a year. It was
paintball was huge in like 2006.
Yeah, it was really shady though. They definitely had hot merchandise. Because I tried to go in there and sell them some stuff, like 'cause you know, like how all the old signs, like when they would have paintball, there was like that big red generic sign that was like paintball, buy, sell, new, used. It was like they had one at the paintball store that was in Mays Landing or not Mays Landing,
Northfield, like EHT.
Yeah, it's on Tilton Road across from Pep Boys. There was like a big red sign, like one of those. They had one of those. It was only up for like a year, but I went in there. They didn't have anything. Like they only were like filling CO2. And the guy was like clearly not like fucking familiar with like the sport of paintball. And
his business was probably failing miserably.
Yeah, because he didn't have a field.
Yeah,
he's just trying to fucking set up shop. I don't know.
It was a huge industry at one point, and then it just kind of like it literally disappeared overnight. Like there is still people who play.
No, it's still it's bigger than ever. You're just not here, dog.
Really? No, I'm saying like with kids and shit. Like
it's
I know they
huge.
have. I know it's huge. Like people go there and like. You know, they have like the place that's like an hour away, and they do like teams. Like you go and rent a gun, and you just it's like playing like laser tag, but it's paintball. Like you go like it's like go karts. It's like one of those type of events. I know that people do that,
right?
And I know there's competitive like speedball and like Atco, and like Stu used to play that
right
as recently as a few years ago. So like I know it's still a thing, but as far as around here, like it was huge when we were kids, and then it just kind of like fell off by the wayside.
It still is. It's just not in Cape May County because like Cape May County for whatever reason can't hold down a paintball field. It's like that.
We
place
can't hold shit down.
Yeah, because there's dude. It dies so hard.
Just Cape May, Atlantic, any of it. This like
taxes are too high, and there's not enough year-round people to make anything justifiable. So like the fucking field that was the closest was county. I used to go there, and the guy was like, he just gave up because his field was like. You know, like he's like, I don't want to maintain this anymore. So then the next place was Invasion.
Yeah,
I think that was.
They still open?
They're still open. They remodeled too, and now they have like 9 fields. Like they've completely fucking redone themselves. So they're like a new place. There's a place that's like 30 minutes away in Salem County. Like it's just everywhere but Cape May County, and all of them have those like NPPL fucking professional like circuit leagues. That they're like apparently huge in Texas right now. Like there was like. An open that was like the first prize. The team was like fucking $1 million or something like that.
I know it's still popular. I know like airsoft is huge too. Like I'm not like saying, but I'm saying like I guess my small worldview. Like around here, it was huge, and it's just like there was other things. There was like dirt bike tracks and stuff. Like back when this area was flush in the '90s, there was all kinds of like there was that like dirt bike track in fucking Woodbine. And, like
now it's overdeveloped as fuck.
Yeah, it's just different. Like I mean, there's other things, but. Fucking I've never played paintball. I didn't get my gun until after the wave already crashed around here. I didn't get my gun until like 8th grade.
What kind of guns you get?
Just a Tippett 98 custom with like a
Nice.
big hopper and like a long barrel. It was at that same store by Pet Boys my grandma got me. She would never let me have one, and then like when I was like 14 she got me one. It's like no one has a gun or plays anymore. And like, what the fuck? The only time I played was 1v1 versus Jordan Huber, and I shot him in the back of the head like 100 times when he was running away. He's like, all right, we'll start in 30 seconds when I'll run away and go hide behind that tree out there or whatever, and then we'll play. And I was like, all right, go. Just fucking like sprayed him in the back of the head.
It's so much fun.
That was a dick move. Sorry, Jordan.
No, there's been a bunch of times. There's actually this kid. I won't say his last name. It's this kid Pat. He's like a kid that like as an adult, something traumatic happened to him. So like he has like severe anxiety, and this was like he's had it like his entire adult life. But like back when we were kids, he was like mildly anxious, but like more jumpy than I would say anxious. So you could say
Pat.
No. It is.
He used to play roller hockey with us and stuff. And he was kind of like
I think his name was like that.
I don't
He was
know.
in my grade, but he was friends with Mike. But anyway, so that's cut back. Yeah, so he was like on my team. We were playing 2v2 against another set of friends, and he was so jumpy that I was like, I'm gonna walk in, like I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna walk in front of you, but like made it clear that like I'm going to be going this way.
doing like Band of Brothers signals.
Like I said it verbally. I should have done that. I probably should have just been like grabbed this barrel and been like up, like
squat down.
Yeah. But no, he did. He ended up like lighting me up from the back. Like he tried to shoot past me, and like I don't know. He's like, yeah, they curve. No, you shot me like 5 times in the back trying to shoot past me.
He's trying to curve the bullet like fucking Tomb Raider or whatever that one movie was. back in the day.
Wanted, yeah. But, Lara, I like how Angelina Jolie was Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, but Angelina Jolie was also in Wanted. I like the association there.
I knew it wasn't Tomb Raider, but it was just her face I was picturing.
I like the association. Her ass is in that movie Wanted.
She was a fucking absolute smoke show. The Woodies I would pop in the movie theater or whatever movie she was in. You're a kid. She was in some movie. It was like Beowulf.
Schindler's List.
She was in Beowulf, and she was the creepy like serpent lady, and she like comes out of the water, and she's like got that like she's like naked, so it's like that body paint or whatever like it's edited as fuck, but it's like
no they
I was like 9 in the movie theater and my fucking head exploded. Like I was with my dad and my sisters and I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna go tug my prick so hard when I get home.
In the bathroom, don't go to the men's
about to
room.
pass out, dude. It's just all Angelina Jolie's fucking hips.
It was the Stadium 16 theaters, like you probably saw it at that dilapidated
Frankstown 16 or the one next to the Shore Mall.
the one that just got demolished the other day.
I love that movie theater.
That was a great movie theater.
I always liked Regal, but it would get like too busy.
Yeah.
But I liked it, and that's apparently going down too, which kind of fucking blows.
Yeah, good for them. The Tilton one's fucking pimp. Like
It
it's
is,
the only
but
one.
the seats hurt my back after a while. Those recliner seats.
Get to the IMAX, man. Like they have those big, comfy, like kind of double wide seats.
That's what they have at all of them in there. They have
like
those.
them. They're not like.
Me and Tina went in a bunch of times, and it was like after like 40 minutes, like our backs start to hurt. It's because we both got big tits or something.
Short power.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate those seats, but I kind of almost prefer like a regular seat. But it is kind of nice to recline too. I'm on the fence, but
Dude, I like those seats all day. But yeah, back to paintball. There was a fucking time where me, my friend Jack, my friend Ian, and like 3 other kids all went up to skirmish. You remember that place?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, like
I've heard of like Plantation.
Plantation was another good one. That was they just remodeled their Plantation too. That's like 2 hours away by like Six Flags. They just put like another like 3 fields in.
I've never been to Six Flags.
It's all right.
I'm not a big rides guy, so it was always just
I'm
like
not either.
They would take me to Wonderland, and I'd be like, I'm scared. So it's like, what would be the reason to go to Six Flags?
Just start with just to throw up in like a different place,
or
just
meet
not
a pussy out in the line of every roller coaster.
Just stare at the Great
Cry.
American Scream Machine and be like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and then there's people who are like, I ride King to Kyle. Like, Tina's ridden King to Kyle, and like I'm just like,
why do
fuck
people
you.
act like that's like a feat? It's like, yeah, it's like I don't. It's not that it's like you're conquering something. Like it's a safe ride.
No,
They
she didn't
wouldn't-
say it like that. She like explained how it was, and she was like, it was fucking nuts. Like, but I have had my one cousin be like, I've ridden King to Kyle 10 times. Like she wasn't being a douche about it, but like there's people who are like,
That's what I mean,
I've ridden
though.
King to Kyle backwards, and it got stuck at the top, and I fucking threw up and swallowed it. And like
I don't get the people.
the G forces.
I don't get the people that freak out like I should be fucking impressed by you going and riding amusement park rides. Because
Because fuck that, I am kind of impressed. And it was when Because when it first came out, my cousin and my uncle both fucking rode it. Like, my uncle was like, I rode it like 3 times, brother. It was fucking the most exhilarating experience of my life. I'm like, you're an alcoholic and you have no teeth. He had no front teeth.
I had no idea where he was.
He smashed his face into a mirror and knocked his teeth out. He wasn't a good drunk.
He probably
got multiple DUIs sleeping in his truck at Wawa.
He probably had a DUI
Thought this was my bed.
He probably had a DUI riding the roller coaster. He just checks in. He's passed
Shout out to my Uncle Brian.
He just passed out.
He's the man. I love my Uncle B.
The cops are pulling him out of the fucking harness.
Real bad alcoholic, man. Real bad. Alcoholism is bad in my family.
Is.
His son, Brian Jr., is a complete fuck up, dude.
Oh, shit.
He's that one I always send you the videos of. He's missing a bunch of teeth now, too, dude. It's sad, dude.
Hang out with your family, dude.
He's that kid, like, he used to be at every function, like Uncle Thanksgiving, Uncle Bucky's, and, like, all this shit, because, like, our grandmoms were sisters or whatever, and, like, his grandmom died, and then, like, it just kind of, the families kind of drifted apart, and, like, now I only see him at funerals every, like, 5 years or so, and, like, he's, like, off the reservation now, dude. He's like, was in some cult for a little while, and like,
oh yeah, I remember.
This is the weird dude. He had like a staff and like this fur coat, and he's like, I am awakening society, like saying all this like crazy shit, dude. And I'm like, some of it, I'm like, this makes sense. Like, I'm on board.
He makes a good point.
I kind of want to join the electric Namazi tribe or whatever they were called. He was like an electric light wizard warrior or some fucking. He rolls, dude.
That's wild, man.
Yeah. Brian and BJ, dude, the King of Kyle legends. Now one's a heroin addict, and I think my Uncle Brian still drinks. That's what I wanted to say. When I was talking, I wasn't talking shit, but I was talking about the guy Pat, the guy I worked with. But I think his story, the teacher guy that got fired for drinking at Oakcrest or whatever, I think his story is a happy ending because I think he got sober and he's like a teacher again. So
good for him.
Good for him, man. I think he coaches wrestling again and shit too. So
right on.
Yeah,
we had one of those guys at work because like my boss, the owner of my restaurant, is a teacher, so she has a lot of teacher friends. And this one dude, I don't remember if she hired him or they just knew each other, but he is a teacher as well. And he's like got gym teacher vibes, kind of like Galani vibes, like. You know, just kind of off, but like,
hey, Dorcas,
like kind of a bully, you know, like you know. So
America was better when gym teachers could bully you, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like this kid tried to fight. He tried to fight a 17-year-old kid because like 17-year-old kid showed up drunk and then started running his mouth, and we didn't know that this guy had been. He wasn't like drinking. He probably had like cracked a beer, had a few toots on a beer while he was cleaning up. So we're not saying he was like drinking, but like he definitely had an adult beverage in hand at some point throughout the night. So both of them had been drinking and then started chirping at each other. And then I have to hold the 17-year-old back, and my fucking buddy, who is tall, like bigger, like about your size, a little bit twiggier than you, but like he has to go hold this like gym teacher guy back. He does one of those moves that's like only gym teachers do, where he's like, no, and like breaks the fucking arm, like just like breaks the fucking, like does like a
fucking wax on, wax off.
Yeah, like just like one of those
basic
like
self-defense.
Just like completely breaks through. It's like, well, now this bowl is gonna fuck. This bowl's gonna wreck this china shop. He didn't end up swinging on the kid because it was like.
That's funny you mentioned that because there was multiple videos I stumbled upon Twitter this week of teachers fighting students. This black dude literally like. Did I send you the one? The one black teacher like fought this Mexican kid, and then his other friend like jumped in on him, and the black dude like the kid was leaking. Like, and the black dude swung first on the kid, just like fucking chipped. Like,
wait. Back up again.
So Mexican kid, probably like 16, 55-year-old black dude teacher, and the Mexican kid's like, what's over and over again to this guy? Like, I'll fuck you up in his face. And the black dude
from the
takes
get-go,
it.
though, did it look like, it appeared like the black kid or the Mexican kid was instigating the teacher from the start? Like,
probably.
So the kid was in the wrong, probably.
100%. He deserved to get fucking rocked.
Okay, right on.
He was mouthing off a lot.
Right on.
Like, you can't fight a kid. That guy definitely got fired and arrested, but like
he won.
He fucked his kid. And it's like they were chipping him at the end because his friend jumped in, and the kid was like, I'm leaking, but I threw down, and the kid did land one shot, but the teacher literally like he just sat there and took it, and he was just like kind of did like a little stretch, and he was just like boom, just fucking like laid this kid out. Was on top of him, just like fucking.
Was this the guy? It's like the old. It kind of looks like a band class or something like that.
Kinda. It's a black teacher with glasses.
Yeah, I've seen this. That dude, that guy, the kid, he like puts him down. Like that kid hits the
slumps him, dude. But the kid did crack him one back when he got back up. Like he was like, and I was just like, did you? And then I rewatched it, and he did crack him one good. Like, it was like...
I've only seen the video, like, up to the point where that kid goes down. I didn't know there was more to that. So
they rumble, and then his friend jumps in, but the teacher was just fucking hammer fisting the kid on the ground. And then the friend jumped in, and they both were swinging on the teacher, and then it got broken up.
Did you ever see the video of the black kid in France pointing the pistol at his teacher?
No.
Yeah, there's like this kid who just brought a gun.
I think that same cousin that I was just talking about, I think he got kicked out of school for like hitting a teacher or something. I think it was either him or this other black kid, Tony. I forget. They both got kicked out of EHT high school, and one of them was for like striking a teacher. I think it was my cousin. And then he had to finish in like Egg Harbor's version of Compact. It's called like Eagle Academy or something.
That doesn't sound like...
I think the other dude just dropped out. Got a GED. He has a college degree and shit now, so...
I liked it down in Raleigh. They used to call them the good enough degrees because like all my homies that worked in the kitchen, they all had good enough degrees.
I got my GED in the county.
Yeah, like
got 3 months good time for it.
They would all have fucking good enough degrees, but they would fucking like be like, you fucking have
high school diploma really doesn't even matter.
They're like, you have a college degree, you should be doing something with it. I was like, I've tried, I fucking suck.
Yeah, that's the plight of the fucking
everything else.
College degree.
It's a fucking retarded piece of paper.
It depends on your field. It's the age old like, well, if you got a graphics art design degree, that's on you. But it's like,
yeah,
I guess go to law school or be a doctor. Like, if you want to make $200,000 a year to go to school for 10 fucking years. Like, I feel like doctor is like, don't they only make like 200 or 250 or something like that?
Nah, more than that because they get like they have
kickbacks for pushing Nexium and shit.
Sort of. They get like let's say there's a treatment cycle that's going through your hospital. Like the director of operations is like, yeah, we're going to be running a cancer thing, a trial on this cancer method, the technique for treating cancer on such and such or whatever. Because it uses a specific kind of like cutting edge technology or like, you know, like a specific brand of something, that brand pays for the hospital to use its shit. And every time they perform something where that's a successful thing, they get a kickback. So like, it's not really like,
so they have a base salary of like 200, and then they probably make another 200 on top of it.
There's like incentivization to a certain extent, plus like cosmetic surgery too, depending on.
But I feel like a standard like primary care physician.
Oh, they probably make they make more than that. They make like easily like $600-700K.
No,
easily, dude. Look at what they make per hour. How long is a doctor's appointment?
Yeah, but they have to pay salaries. They have to pay rent on a fucking building.
Yeah, but like how much? Do you ever look at what like a doctor's appointment costs like before your insurance takes care of it? It's like $400.
Oh, there's times when I didn't have insurance.
Yeah, it's like $400.
ER visits like fucking $2,000 off the rip just to like check your temperature. It's like 2 bands.
Your primary care physician is like if you were to go in there and get anything beyond like them just like checking your blood pressure and your heart rate and like
the average salary of a physician in the United States is, one says 170 to 270 a year, and the other one says 77 to 310 a year. I told you it was like 250 a year.
It's gotta be more than that.
No,
it's gotta be
not.
What's the fucking point of being a doctor?
A lot of them don't own their shops; they just work there.
They just work there.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Don't they have to pay off student loans too? Because like, they're in school for like ever.
They owe a lot, but I'm saying like, I'm not saying like it's only $250,000 a year,
still,
but it's the amount of school that you rack up. Like the first 10 years you work for, you're working for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. You're not working for. You know what I mean?
Plus, you got to get in the country club.
But in the end, it pays off.
Yeah,
it pays off for sure. Like they're making, that's a great salary. I'm not trying to like shit on doctors, but like it just seems like if you save lives, you should be making like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's almost like, I hate doctors, but like it's almost like that's all they make. Like maybe they would be better if they didn't have to be scumbags.
Well, I don't think that they're all scumbags. I do think a lot of them are, but it's
this is a bad topic to talk about before you go into surgery.
I was gonna say I really gotta cut this off too because it's like 12.
It is. I don't even know time.
I gotta go to bed. All right. I'm gonna try and rush this out. I don't think it'll get out before my surgery.
No,
but,
obviously not.
Yeah. If anything, we'll use what we can use from this and then just like splice it in. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. If I die, thanks for all the fun.
That was a shout out my Aunt Carol she's been texting me like I've been listening to all the old episodes.
Right now she's been texting. Oh, shout out
not
Carol.
right now, but like this past week, she'll like twice she's texting me when she's working. She's like, I put them on while I'm like doing my paperwork. Like, fucking, you guys are funny. I'm like, that's fucking dope. So
Thanks, Aunt Carol.
shout out to my Aunt Carol. Shout out to you, pumpkin.
All right. Thanks for listening. Go fuck
Love
yourself.
you guys.